So last night was my third show working for the Young Cult Collective up in Towson. We were partnered with a suicide prevention and awareness group called You Matter, and it was a great night. Up until when the fire alarms went off. How's it going, everybody? Mark Moody here, and welcome back to another episode of the daily vlog. And yes, we're inside my room, so we are doing another sit-down talking video. I had another somewhat busy day and just didn't really feel like vlogging all that much. That, and I also really wanted to make a video talking about last night. So last night was the double date show in collaboration with You Matter, which is a suicide prevention and awareness group, and it was probably hyped up to be a very big show for Young Cult, especially this early in the year. And everything felt pretty good about last night. As soon as I was done here, as soon as I was done filming yesterday's vlog, I went ahead, packed up some stuff, made sure that my batteries were charged, lenses were picked out, and everything was good to go. Bags were packed, you name it. I was ready to go. Hopped out the door and made it up to Torrent around like 10 o'clock. I really couldn't wait to see Andrew and Devin because I haven't seen those guys in literally forever. Devin and Andrew are definitely two of my favorite DJs. They're two of my favorite DJs that I know, and all around they were just really fun guys. I just love hanging out with them, and getting to see them last night was great. And I just taking some pictures, grabbing some video here and there for things, and I was just looking forward to it. Things don't exactly begin to pop off until maybe sometime between like 10:45 and 11 o'clock, and Over 9000 goes on. He's playing a pretty decent set, and you know, we're all hanging out, we're all chilling, and you know, people are coming in, the club's filling up, and then Gianni hops on. I actually didn't even know Gianni was playing. I was like super stoked when I saw him get up on stage, and when I saw him just start, you know, going to town and just, you know, doing his thing. And for the first like hour and a half, everything was great. Music was great. People were dancing. From end to end, Torrent was pretty much stacked with people. It was great. Everything was going great. And then out of nowhere, the lights shut off. Then you start seeing these strobes, and I legit thought that it was the lighting from the stage. And then you start hearing a siren, and so you think, okay, maybe they shut off the lights and maybe these strobes are just for an effect, and that siren sound is part of a song. I look up at the stage and I think, like, what's going on? And shortly after that, you just see the crowd just begin to erupt in confusion. You know, there were a few people booing, there were a few people cheering. So I'm standing on the left side of the stage near the stairs that take you up onto the stage, up into the booth. And I'm looking up at the bouncer and looking over at Gianni, and Ross was up there, and we're all like trying to figure out what was going on. And Ross, my buddy who is in charge of Young Cult, he's, you know, fooling around with the lights, and he's, you know, trying to mess with some stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. You could tell right there that this was not part of the show. You could tell that something was going on. And so I, you know, went back behind the stage, back in VIP, and I was hanging out with Devin and Andrew, and you know, I was checking to see if people were okay and whatnot, because those strobes going off are from the fire alarms, and you're hearing the siren, which is from the fire alarm. Your first instinct is, okay, if this is not part of the show, there's a good chance maybe there's a fire. The alarms are going off and it's not part of the show. So my first thought was, okay, probably should start making our way out. And then right as I was getting ready to, I guess, go through with doing that, I was told by a few of the bouncers there's no fire. You know, somebody pulled the alarm, or if something's going on, somebody had to have pulled the alarm because there is no fire whatsoever. And for like the first like 20 minutes, and for the first 10 minutes after that happened, everybody's just like, what is going on? Devin, how do you feel about this right now?
What's going on, bro? Look. We're about to go up, and then all of a sudden the fire alarm goes off.
But that's the thing, is nobody knew what was going on. We knew that the fire strobes were going off. We knew that the power wasn't working. We knew something was up. Everybody had their own ideas. Everybody was thinking, okay, somebody probably pulled the alarm, or maybe, you know, a fuse blew or something like that. And that's probably why we can't get the lights or get the sound to turn back on. Every now and then, like every 5 minutes or so, the power would come back on and the CDJs would light back up, and you would get a little bit of sound, and you would get a little bit of juice coming out of those so we could make little announcements over the PA, but then it would shut off. I still kept taking some pictures because there were still some people that were, you know, hanging out, having a good time, so why not photograph that? It wasn't a total loss. But the people that I felt bad for the most was Devin and Andrew. I felt so bad for them. They were getting ready to come up on stage. It was literally 15 minutes before their set was supposed to begin, and they had told me time and time again that they had been practicing and they had been prepping and they had been working on all this new music And then for them to not play at all that night, it sucked. I had never seen Devin that bummed. I'd never seen Andrew that bummed. It's not 100% confirmed if somebody pulled the alarm. Personally, my first thought was somebody probably pulled the alarm. Some kid was trying to be funny and he ended up pulling the fire alarm, which by the end of the night, that wasn't funny at all. No way. But then I also thought, maybe a circuit blew or maybe, something kind of went out and that's why we only have a little bit of backup power. But bottom line, regardless of whatever caused it, the fire alarm going off pretty much just shut off the show right there. And it definitely changed the course of the evening. I wouldn't say that it totally ruined the evening. Everybody was okay. Nobody was hurt. There wasn't a mass panic with the fire alarm going off. It was kind of amazing that everybody remained fairly calm during that situation. After Torrent ended up closing down for the night, I ended up tagging along with Devin, Gabby, and a bunch of other folks next door into Rec Room, and I hung out with some friends. I actually ran into some old friends from high school, hung out with them for a little bit, grabbed a beer, chilled, caught up, danced a little bit, and then after last call, went back to one of my friends' apartments for a little bit and hung out until like 3 in the morning and didn't get back here until like 3:30. And that part of the night, I think, was probably one of my favorites. Yes, I was super excited to see Devin and Andrew. I was so excited to hang out with them, see them play, take some pictures, get some video for them, and work for Young Colt again. But at the same time, that's work. And I'm not saying that I hate work, because I love my job. I love what I do. And I'm amazed that I've fallen in love with a career out of this. Last night, after the show was canceled early, I got to have a little bit of a social life. Personally, I don't have too much of a social life, and I'll be 100% honest, it's something that I don't mind from time to time, but every now and then it is nice to just go out, relax, and chill, and kind of just let loose with some of your friends. Last night, I got to do that. Even though last night ended up taking a completely different direction than we originally thought, it was still a fun night. And what's great is that the show has been rescheduled, so hopefully in the future there's another chance for Devin and Andrew to throw down at Torrent as the headliners once again, and you bet your butt I will be there for that show. It's getting late right now. I gotta head to bed because I gotta be up super early and head up to Harrisburg for some headshots. Busy life. So I guess last night was that only little bit of social life that I'll have, and until next time, which the next time I get to have some social life is on Wednesday when I get to go hang out with Devin and Andrew again. But until then, that is it for this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.